Alright. Hello, everybody. I'm going to get out of the glare of that. So, this isn't going to be a very long video, and I am using my phone today because, well, I started making a video earlier, and I explained that the video cameras on my laptop and my desktop suck. They suck hard. And were I a little less of a person who cared about views and cared about how I'm perceived, I would have gladly said something to the tune of they suck a certain sexual orientation out of a famous classical pianist's rectum. However, I'm not going to go there. What I am going to say is just very quickly and just going over this. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I don't talk about politics. I don't like to talk about politics. It's not that I'm not interested, although I'm not. It's that, honestly, I was raised to believe two things. Those two things are, one, polite society, you don't talk about politics. Two, you try your hardest to handle things with a certain decorum and a certain grace. That decorum and grace means that you give people the benefit of the doubt, let them explain themselves, and hopefully they'll make sense. Recently, news from all over, including WikiLeaks, which at this point I'm going to trust WikiLeaks a whole lot more than I trust any of our media outlets. Sorry. For those of you who are against that kind of source, sorry, but when our media is basically reporting only what they're told to report, and we have a news source that actually reports actual news, I'll trust actual news. So, we have two main political party nominees. One in Donald Trump, the other in Hillary Clinton. I have already heard more than enough about Hillary Clinton being the answer to Donald Trump. I've heard people going on about the fact that she's the first female. First off, she's not the first female nominee. First female nominee was made back in 1800s, later half of it. The woman died over in England, but she was the leader of women's suffrage. She was the first feminist. That's right, a feminist was nominated for president way the hell before Hillary Clinton. So all of y'all can get off your damn soapbox. She's not the first one. Two, we do not have to settle for someone who has gotten to where she is because her national party went and corrupted and made everything happen the way it happened so that she'd get in. And do you know why they did that? Because their masters told them to. Like it or not, the Democratic National Party is just as corrupt as anybody else. All of you who are out there running with unicorns, having sprinkles come out of your ass every time you fart, and saying how wonderful the DNC is completely full of it. Or you're delusional. You're one of the two. I'm sorry. You just are. So what does this mean for you guys? Well, does that mean go with Trump? If you like Trump's ideas dealing with business and putting people back to work, sure, go for it. If you don't want to vote for Trump because he's a racist, there's been a lot of evidence contrary to that, but go for it. If you want to vote for Hillary just to keep Trump out of office, let me mention there is an independent party. There's several candidates in the independent party. Any one of them would be better. On top of that, guys, stop saying that we're going to have one or the other. We have a third alternative. Now, this is where it's kind of sad, and I hate to admit this, but our electoral college doesn't have to listen to us, and they probably won't. Even if Trump was to win the national vote and they don't want him in, he won't get in. Because electoral college can decide to ignore our votes. You might say, no, they can't. The actual truth is, they can. They can at any time decide to ignore our votes, vote how they want to vote, because it was written that way. Check the Constitution. Check out on voting. Our votes matter in the sense that we're getting our say. They do not matter when it comes to the actual voting itself. That is why the Electoral College was there. It was put in place so that those who were educated and those who had the ability to read and write and rationally think would go ahead and make the decisions. Well, guess what? It's no longer 1790. The Electoral College is something that needs to die. It's not going to go away, because why get rid of something when you ultimately have power and put it out to pasture? They won't do it. You want to make a difference? You want things to change? You got one way. Everybody in the nation needs to do this one simple thing. Stop hating each other, and everybody sit in on their jobs and sit in from buying anything for one day. Just one day. That's all it's going to take. Let everything across the nation stop. And I mean everyone. I'm not just talking about a select few. I'm talking to everybody. Doesn't matter what nationality, doesn't matter what skin color, doesn't matter what your belief systems are. Everyone. If everyone did this, it would bring the US of A to a grinding halt, and it would also show the good old US of A's government that we still have power because we are the people. This won't happen. Do you know why it won't? Because all of you have been conditioned to hate each other. You've all been conditioned to hate each other because of skin color. You've been conditioned to hate each other because of beliefs. You've been conditioned to hate each other because you are not the same. You have been brought up that way from the time you could understand complex sentences. Anyone who ever taught you different, who tried to teach you that we are just one people, one nation, well, they were either dealt with, or they were written off as childish, or they were written off as crackpots. It's the truth. You want a difference? Be the difference. Otherwise, prepare to gripe about whoever it is that got elected in November, and know that I'm going to be looking at you and say, you had your damn chance. So, this is me signing off. This is the only political rant you're going to get out of me, and I hope it answers your damn questions. So please, do me two favors. One, if you're on my Facebook feed, and you decide to make this big old rant about how Hillary's the only way to stop Trump, do me a favor. If I get on there and I say my opinion, respect my opinion. Don't just go, dude, no. Okay? Respect it. I'm going to respect yours, respect mine. Two, if you don't want to hear my opinion, drop me. Block me. Unfriend me. I don't care. What I do care about is that hopefully this reaches a few of you and you decide to treat this as it should be treated, and that is as somebody with a damn lick of sense. Alright, this is me. You guys have a good one. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my nerdy exit because that's what I'm good at. So, may the odds be ever in your favor. May the force be with you. May the elements protect you. May righteousness overcome, and live long and prosper.